Tonight on Newsbeat, a wild draft night for one LSU star. One LSU team is looking to finish the season on a high note.
LSU star. One LSU team is looking to finish the season on a high note, and a live interview with one of the bands competing to take it all at this year's Battle of the Bands. All this and more, your Tuesday Newsbeat starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Tuesday Newsbeat. I'm Jaden Cotton.
And I'm Morgan Charles. Former LSU star Flau'jae Johnson is now a member of the Seattle Storm after a shocking trade in last night's WNBA draft. The two-time LSU All-American was initially drafted by the Golden State Valkyries with the number 8 pick, but less than an hour later she was traded to the Storm in exchange for a second-round draft pick and TCU's Marta Suarez. With the WNBA's new deal, Johnson will earn over $300,000 in her first season and nearly $1.3 million in total as part of her 4-year rookie contract.
While basketball season is long gone, several other sports are starting postseason at LSU, and one team is changing the narrative, going from early eliminations to being a top contender. Santiago Rodriguez has more.
Just a few weeks ago, the LSU men's tennis team was flying under the radar. Right now, they're ranked inside the top 10, thinking about the SEC championship. There are some factors that have changed the reality of this team. The first one is mentality. On previous years, the team had a lack of confidence that wasn't allowing them to play to their full potential.
We were believing, but not really, It was always like belief, and then when things were starting to turn bad, or when we had a bad start, like we were not believing anymore.
For the 2026 season, things changed for the better.
And this year, I think it's the same what we felt last year. The teams are feeling that are playing us, that they arrive here with good energy, they believe, but then as soon as we start to play good in doubles and have a good start in singles, the teams are breaking down a little bit, and I feel that they're a little bit scared of us when they play us.
During the off-season, head coach Danny Bryan made some key moves to improve the team.
We've obviously added 3 players that have contributed significantly in the lineup, and that's Matthias, Eric, and Olaf. And so, yeah, that combination has been really good for us.
After 4 wins in a row to end the regular season, players' expectation is high as they're peaking at the right time.
The goal for sure is to win the SEC championship, and I think, to be honest, we also have the team and the momentum right now to win the NCAAs as well.
Coach Ryan is focused on one day at a time, while understanding that this team has a depth that could help them reach the next level.
I believe in the guys a ton, to be honest. So I think we have tons of potential, and really looking forward to the next month.
The team is seeded 3rd in the SEC and will travel on Wednesday to College Station, Texas, to compete in the SEC championship.
A new fitness club on campus is changing the way LSU women approach working out, focusing on confidence, community, and having fun. Reporter Addison Swanson shares the details on the new wellness organization, Charge.
Charge is a wellness organization on over 100 college campuses. Its LSU chapter was created in fall 2025 and set into motion this semester. The acronym stands for Changing Health Attitudes and Actions to Recreate Girls, and that's exactly what it's been doing on campus.
And I've had so many girls be like, I want to do this workout class or I want to go there, but I don't want to go alone. So I think having just like a bunch of girls, because it seems just less nerve-wracking and just like all your friends going to do something.
According to a recent survey by Gymshark, nearly 88% of women say they feel anxious going to the gym alone. Charge creates a safe, judgment-free space for students to try workout classes and build relationships with other women that want to go to the gym.
It's nice because working out in college can be intimidating, especially like at the UREC. Even if like you've been here for 4 years, like I'm a senior and I still get intimidated to go. But it's nice because it's a nice group of girls. I would have never met any of them if it wasn't for this club.
The hardest part of working out isn't the intensity or physical exertion of the workout. It's actually the consistency and motivation to work out. Charge helps women become consistent by hosting different workouts every week and creating a motivational community for members.
I think the biggest thing is just you have to start and like find people, and everyone there is also nervous or scared, and everyone has also had their first time going to the gym or doing this workout class.
With a focus on confidence and community, Charge is helping LSU women feel stronger, both in and out of the gym.
More information on signups can be found on their organization's Instagram, Louisiana State Charge.
And if all these stories have you wanting to go out and catch a game or get some exercise in, stay tuned as I'll have your weather forecast when we come back.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports.
Love, you're mine.
Love,
you're mine.
You're training your mind as much as you're training your body.
For me, just stay grounded. Be with the people who make my mental health better and not worse.
So when you see us hit this, it's a reminder to
love,
you're mine.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at tomorrow's forecast. Early in the morning, we start off in those lower 60s going into those upper 70s during the morning time. Now, at around 1 p.m., we will get into those lower 80s, eventually seeing our high at 4 p.m. of 85. Now, that sun will set at 7:32 p.m., and those temperatures will drop down to that low of 62 that night. Now let's get into that UV because there's some high UVs we will see. Coming into Wednesday, we will see a UV of 6. Following Thursday, it will be 7. Going up on Friday to 8. Back down to 7 on Saturday, and our highest will be 10 on that Sunday. Now, remembering that the UV is its highest between the hours of 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., so making sure during those times we're staying extra protected with our sunscreen and drinking some water, staying hydrated. Now, let's take a look at that 7-day. Like I said, we know the weather for tomorrow will be partly cloudy with that high of 86, moving and continuing with that partly cloudy weather, eventually going into mostly sunny for Friday with those upper 80s during the day and those lower 60s at night. Moving into Saturday, it will be mostly cloudy during the day because we are expected to see some morning rain on Sunday with that high of 77 and that low of 60. Keeping that continuum with the mostly cloudy and partly cloudy, temperatures are up in those 80s. And that is your forecast for the week. Back to you, Morgan, at the desk.
Thank you, Cassidy. We turn now to Washington, D.C., where 2 congressmen are resigning following allegations of sexual misconduct. The first to resign is Republican Texas Representative Tony Gonzalez. Many on Capitol Hill called for an investigation after a staffer Gonzalez had an affair with died by suicide. The other congressman to resign is California Representative Eric Swalwell. Swalwell has been accused of sexual harassment and assault by multiple staff members. The Democratic representative has also suspended his campaign for California governor.
This is not about Democrat versus Republican. This is about accountability versus silence. This is not about the pursuit of governor. This is about the pursuit of justice.
It is unknown if either seat will be filled before the midterm elections this November.
Next on Newsbeat, I'm here with one of the members of Sunscape as he prepares for Battle of the Bands.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports.
Love, you're mine.
Love,
You're mine.
You're training your mind as much as you're training your body.
For me, just stay grounded. Be with the people who make my mental health better and not worse.
So when you see us hit this, it's a reminder to
Love.
You're mine.
It's concert season at LSU as student government has announced the artists Mona Leo Friday, DJ T Money, and Hot Sizz will be performing at Groovin in the PMAC April 23rd. Students can get their tickets for free at lsusports.evenue.net. And Morgan, you know, Groovin isn't the only concert happening at LSU.
That's right, Jaden. Tiger TV's Battle of the Bands is right around the corner. 5 bands will be performing to prove they're the best. Reporter Catherine Sherrod is here with one of the bands, Sunscape.
Thanks, Morgan. I'm Catherine Sherrod, and I'm here with Lucas Broussard, a member of Sunscape. So, Lucas, how long have you been together as a band, and how did you meet?
We've been together for about a year and a half. Me and the drummer started the band, and then the 2 new members we added a few months ago, we met them actually playing shows at Fred's.
Nice. And how would you guys explain your music genre that you perform?
Indie jazz rock with nodes of vanilla, peppermint, and seawater.
Nice. I've never heard that before. So who are your musical inspirations?
A lot of Mac DeMarco, a lot of Louise Bonfa, Django Reinhardt, those guys.
Perfect. And what makes Sunscape stand out? What makes you guys unique?
Just our energy, honestly. I think we just go up there and have a lot of fun because we just really care about it, you know.
Nice. And what are you most excited about for Battle of the Bands?
Definitely the experience. I grew up in like a small 1-bedroom apartment with my mom down the street from Fred's, so I'm kind of doing this for like the kid version of me that always wanted to just experience what it was like to go to Fred's and play there.
That's beautiful. Okay, bonus question. What is your favorite pre-show ritual?
Meditation. I've been doing that recently to kill the nerves. So yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Lucas, and make sure to catch Sunscape at Battle of the Bands. Next at 5, one Baton Rouge restaurant is creating quite the buzz with a picnic staple.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports.
Love, you're mine.
Love,
You're mine.
You're training your mind as much as you're training your body.
For me, just stay grounded. Be with the people who make my mental health better and not worse.
So when you see us hit this, it's a reminder to
Love.
You're mine.
Though this type of food may be a basic commodity, people seem to be coming back to the same place for more. Haley Pepperone has more on Red Stick's hottest sandwich spot.
The busy we've seen lately is like incomparable. Like, it's insane.
A sandwich store getting its fame from social media. And with people posting their reviews, it's bringing more people in. With the growing popularity, they need all the hands they can get.
Hey, welcome in. We're making sure that we have enough employees. We probably quadrupled the amount of employees. Like, we went from 2 to 7, 2 to 8, 2 to 9.
Alvin, perfect.
With their opening in 2023, Mulberry Market has brought sandwiches to a whole nother level. But what exactly gets people raving over these sandwiches?
It's super fresh. It's nothing like any other sandwich place you've ever had.
With new sandwiches always coming to the menu, guests can experience something new while still sticking to the classic options. But with the popularity comes a need for upgrades.
We need new presses, new toasters. We need to double almost everything that we have now. They're trying to expand like some of the space that we have. They're trying to organize everything.
With each sandwich being made fresh and new sandwich flavors constantly rotating, guests can experience options that are unique to Mulberry. It's a lot more than just ingredients when it comes to the menu, and Mulberry shares their story through their cooking.
It's also family run, which I think is super cool. Like I said, a lot of the recipes and stuff, they're family based. So like, for example, like our vodka sauce sandwich, that one's been blowing up super crazy on TikTok. The chicken and the sauce are both homemade. It takes hours and hours to make the vodka sauce.
With new sandwiches hitting the menu every season and people posting their reviews on socials, Mulberry Market will always have people coming through their doors. Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Haley Pepperone.
You can try out Mulberry Market's sandwiches at their location on Perkins Road.
When you go to a library, there may be a certain set of rules you have to follow, like keeping quiet, no drinks, and no food. But now once a year, you could be a rule breaker. The library on Goodwood hosted its first annual Bakers Fair, where over 20 local baking vendors sold baked goods and other bake-themed items. Beyond vendors, there were activities for guests to do like face paint, goodie bags, exhibits, and more. Guests were encouraged to walk around, look at the various artwork, and maybe attend a baking class. Vendors were able to set up shop along the main walkway of the library, where they were able to shop, conversate, and do a little taste testing. Overall, the Baker Fair was a success, seeing over 500 people walk through their doors.
Oh, I hope we will do it again in the future. We hope to make this an annual event because obviously it's been like a huge hit today. We definitely expected a big turnout, but this was pretty amazing. I think we had over 500 people walk in the doors within the first 20 minutes. So that's just incredible. And I'm just so thrilled for all of the small businesses that we have here today and what that means for them.
After the huge turnout they had, the library is considering making this event a tradition for the coming years.
Well, that's all we have for tonight's edition of Newsbeat.
To stay up to date on all things LSU sports and news, be sure to follow us on social media at LSU Tiger TV.
Tune into our live broadcast every Monday through Thursday at 5.
And be sure to get tickets to Tiger TV's Battle of the Bands at Fred's in Tigerland on May 1st. You can buy them at tigertv.tv.
Until next time, I'm Jaden Cotton.
And I'm Morgan Charles. Have a great night.